Hey guys, today I'm going to be doing a tutorial on the main and the basic percussive techniques. A lot of you guys have been requesting me to do a tutorial on techniques, so I thought, why not do a tutorial on the percussive techniques? So let's just go ahead and get started. Alright, so for these percussive techniques, there's not specifically like proper names for them, so I just kind of made up these names myself, I guess. So we're going to start off with our right hand, because that's usually where most of the percussive techniques are done. So we're going to start from the bottom all the way up to the top, and we're going to start with the very bottom of our wrist right here, and basically we're just going to hit it against the guitar, just like this. It has this kind of motion where it goes up and then goes down, and usually you're going to do it right about here, because that's typically where you're going to be playing, so, you know, like so. You guys can't get the point. So this one's probably one of the most popular ones. It's also one of the more simpler ones because basically all you do is just hitting the guitar with your wrist. And so this one's called wrist thumping. That's just kind of what I came up with it. The name I came up for this one. There's no specific names, like I said earlier. So moving on, we're gonna move up. We're gonna go to the thumb, and this is the percussive thumb slap. Now I actually made a whole tutorial about this already. You guys can check that out. Clicking the info card, or I'll have it also at the end of this video if you guys want to check it out after this video. But basically, I pretty much just taught that while doing it on the strings, because that's where it's most popular done, where it's mainly done on the strings, not more popular. So sometimes I can have kind of like a tinny, annoying sound. So if you guys want to have kind of like a mellow, more deeper tone, I would sometimes do it on the wood of the guitar. So, like, instead of just, it can kind of get a little annoying at times, so you can also do it on the wood. And so, just like that. And all you're doing is just doing the same thing, hitting the wood with your thumb. And again, I have a whole detailed tutorial about that, so you guys can check that out if you want to. Alright, so this next one we're going to be using the 4 fingers, and this one's called the side tapping, because literally all you're going to do is just basically tapping on the side of the guitar just like that. These 4 fingers, and you're just basically just going to hit the guitar like that. And that's pretty much all there is to this one, and it was used in the cover of Beat It, you know. As you can see, I combined it with the wrist and the thumb, and that's a lot of times these percussive techniques are combined together to just kind of create a whole drum kit sound. I don't know, whatever you want to call it, but yeah, so usually they're combined together, usually not just by itself. And so this next one is going to be called the fretboard tapping, and again, I made this up. And so you're going to be having the 4 fingers again, and basically just going to be hitting the fretboard right here. Just be hitting the fretboard right around here. So it's like, and so also a good thing about something kind of cool about this fretboard tapping is that while you're doing it, you can also it's easy to add slap harmonics while you're doing it, because basically it's almost the same, except for fretboard tapping, you're hitting the fretboard, whereas the slap harmonics, you're basically just hitting the strings, like so. That's kind of cool. And then if you want, I also just kind of came up with this yesterday when I was planning this video. You can also, instead of tapping the fretboard, you can tap the sound hole. It has a more open sound, and you can kind of hear the difference. See, so. Versus like, I don't know, there's kind of difference between them. But yeah, that's basically the fretboard tapping. If you want, you can also do it on the sound hole. So this next one is called trill tapping. Again, I just kind of came up with the name for this one. The reason why I call it trill tapping is because it kind of sounds like you're doing a trill when you do this one, because basically what's happening is you're going to use all the fingers for this one. And you just have these 4 fingers downwards like this, you're going to put your thumb against the nails of all these 4 fingers like this. You're going to hold it against it. And then you're just going to release them one by one just like that. And you're going to do it very fast, obviously. Just like that. So on the guitar, it's like, just like that. So I actually did this in the very beginning of my cover of Rouge. So that's what I did. So just kind of like a beat, just to kind of start off a song. I usually don't play in the middle because it's kind of hard to do it while you're doing it in the middle of the song. Now usually if you do this in the middle of the song, it's usually going to be an easier version of how to do this one. Basically all you're doing is you're just going to, just like that. You're just hitting each finger individually in a row, just like that. So I did this in my cover of Believe Right Away. Oh no, and so that's an easier version. You can also do it with your left hand as well, where same thing, just gonna hit it in a row and then quickly. That's also another way if you want to do it. So you got 3 ways to do this one. You have this one, this way, you have this way, and then you have that way. Alright, so that's trill tapping. Now this one's kind of optional. It only works if your guitar does have this, and it's a scratch pad. And so usually what a scratch pad is just like a piece of wood that's like right about here, and then you just use it to add like a scratch effect, obviously. Except for me, I don't have a piece of wood. I actually literally scratched my guitar like this. That's because I actually watched Peter Gerge, and he was scratching his guitar, so I was like, oh, I should do that. Like, that's pretty cool. I want to do that. So I took a tweezer and I scratched my guitar. I kind of regret it now. I don't suggest you guys scratching your guitar, of course. Don't damage your guitar. But if you guys do want to get scratched, just get a wood. Don't scratch it like I did. I don't advise that. But basically, if you guys do have it, all you're going to do is just, you can really do it with one finger if you want to. I usually do it with these 3 fingers, or all of them. And that's basically the scratch pad. So for this last one, it's actually going to be done with the left hand. And again, there's going to be 3 ways you can do this. The same thing with the trill tapping. And so basically what happens is the first way you can do is just take one finger. These 3 fingers are just going to rest against the strings, just kind of muting them so you don't play. And all you're doing is taking this finger and just hitting it against the strings. And so this is what I did for my, again, the cover, I believe I want to. And see, it just kind of adds another beat to it, or, you know, whatever it is. And so another way you can do is view all the fingers, except that one's kind of hard to do because a lot of times when you do that, you kind of have the strings open, and so it's kind of plays in. I don't know how else to describe it, but usually it's just done with this one, and then these are just muting the strings. And the last one you can do is kind of like trill tapping, except it's basically on the fretboard. And so same thing, you're gonna hit those fingers, hit the strings individually, and then do it fast like that. So and so just like that. And so those are the percussive techniques. These are just kind of the main and the basic ones that I know. If I missed any, let me know in the comments section down below. There are of course many other techniques that you can use for percussion, but these are just kind of the main ones. You know, there's a lot more advanced ones. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Maybe you guys learned something from it, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!